Hello everybody. First off, thank you so much for watching these videos and supporting like the first few videos that I've posted. I really appreciate that. If you're new here, click the subscribe button to follow along on the van build and see me make either a bunch of mistakes or maybe we'll finish the van one of these days. Today's schedule is we're gonna finish this flooring, and I think, you know, it doesn't look too bad. I think when you watch me build it, you're gonna be like, what is that kid doing? But as we go along, and now that it's finished, it should look pretty nice. One thing I haven't done yet is I've got this piece of black trim to go along the edges in the doors to kind of clean up everything and make it look even more finished and even more nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I went and measured all three of my pieces of wood, or the last two remaining pieces of wood, see if they'll fit in the van. And they will, but there's gonna be a 2.5 inch gap somewhere because I measured from too far back in my van for 3 pieces of plywood. It might be a pain in the butt, but this is fun. This is where I left off yesterday. I've got to screw the subfloor in, but I didn't have long enough screws, and I also completely structurally messed this completely up. So we're just gonna make it work, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, that felt like it got into something there. It's in the wood, I guess. One of the biggest things I'm worried about is that it's plywood, so if I get like the top 2 pieces of plywood but the bottom's adhered really thoroughly down, then I'm gonna just pull the plywood off of itself. Structurally, this sucks, but in my head, it's beautiful. Okay, so I got that piece screwed in, so you can kind of see, if I zoom in, like all the little screws. You don't hear any like creaking or foam. I can jump up and down. I can't pick it back up, so it's gotta be screwed in somewhere. We got Wally with his ball, and then we got 4 goats, and we got Boomer. That's probably the weirdest view we'll get out of the back of our van right there. Susie, you want belly rubs? Susie? Oh, you're a good boy. Here's what I'm kind of worried about. So I just screwed in one corner of this. If you look really closely, the screw goes through the wood. I think it's just when there's an air gap underneath it like that. So I'm a little worried, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I mean that's a good sign. It digs into the wood. But the bad sign was that on the other one it went through the wood. Alright. I put in the subfloor. That is now fully complete. I think it looks pretty good. I put about 200 screws into the thing, so it should be pretty sturdy. And yeah, now the next step is to just lay the vinyl over top of it, and then I should have a floor.
I'm gonna let you do all this. I'm just gonna tell you what to do.
Okay.
This is much sharper than a regular razor blade. Okay. Don't know why. Don't know
why.
It sure is though.
Yeah.
Yep, that line.
Okay.
I just want it to be good content. Because that's your scrap, the side you're pulling.
That's your scrap.
Well, whatever. It's garbage to you.
Yeah.
It's gold to me. So yeah, cut it to about the curve.
I'm cutting from that
Cutting the vinyl, yeah. Okay.
These like bubble things.
We'll worry about that later. Got that?
I think so.
I think it'll feel more once you can see it.
And then I go over.
Yep. Make sure that you know you're not getting carried away. And you can make more verticals if you need more relief cuts just to get a feel for it.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm chopping off this triangle, right?
Yep.
This is the part I thought I would mess up on the most. So.
What'd you get for glue? Spray glue?
Yeah, it's like 3M.
How much did you get?
Just one can.
Well, we can get half of the glue down maybe.
Really?
Well, you're supposed to spray both sides. And then let it dry for like 15 minutes. And then when it sticks, it's permanent. So unless you want to get trowel on glue, in which case...
bumpy.
No, that's what you're supposed to put under this.
Really?
Yeah. 3M90 is the best of the best. Well, because it's permanent. Once you put the two pieces together, there's no move. If there's a little bit of a wrinkle, there's no pick it up and try again. You're going to do 100% coverage, and I have no idea how far it's going to spread, because it's been a long time since I've done this. So you're going to kind of just do this, and then...
I'm not trying to get the grain, right? I'm trying to... It's not supposed to be flat.
Right. So you hold it at about a 45.
45.
Yep, and you want full coverage. As close
100%.
to the edges you can. So once you get it to about this layer or level, whatever, you're just gonna go.
Okay.
Because you want this notch. You don't want big globs like that. It doesn't matter what direction any of the swoops go.
Okay. But it needs to be swoops.
It needs to have the little grooves, but like that big groove there, bad.
Gotcha. Something like that?
Yep.
Does it matter that little...
Nope.
Gotcha.
I shouldn't have said 100% coverage, maybe. Like 95%. One swipe here all the way up to get rid of this.
Like...
Yep.
Did I make it worse there?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Well, now do a swoop that goes from here and picks up that. Perfect.
I just wanted to cut in really quick. Just to clarify, we used a gallon of glue on one side. One half of the van under the floor is a gallon of glue. That's so much glue. That's so much glue. Why did we use so much glue?
Lift it up. Oh, Jesus. Thanks. You scared the crap out of me.
Jesus, Lana.
Yeah. It's because it's really thin vinyl.
Yeah. That was a great decision. I feel like I'm just pushing the glue. I don't feel like I'm pushing air bubbles.
Right, right. You're just trying to smooth out the glue at this point. It's frustrating, man.
Yeah.
Could not tell you how many times I glued a floor to a floor. Never once did it look like this. Only in Kirbyville.
That seems to be the theme.
Maybe not the biggest issue, but there's so... You guys see that? All the glue. I might have to take a couple trips here. Okay, this might be hard to show on camera, but like right here is a big pocket of glue. And there's some excess right there. Oh, there we go.
All right, to wrap this up in the flooring video, I plan to just put this piece of trim down right on the edge here. of the floor. Gives it a really nice clean like look. It almost looks good at this point. Thank you guys all so much for watching the floor video. If you've gotten this far, you might as well subscribe to follow along and watch me turn this whole empty cargo van, almost not so empty anymore, cargo van, into a tiny house on 4 wheels. I hope it's 4 wheels.